Happy day, students. This is your social class. We have completed civics, and today we are going to start a new lesson from geography, lesson 4, migration and urbanization. So, page number 112. So, learning objectives. What are the learning objectives? First one, to study the meaning, causes and consequences of migration. Okay. Next one, to know the types of migration. Next, to describe the concept of urbanization. To learn the origin and growth of urbanization. Next, to understand the problems of urbanization. So, we are going to deal with these learning objectives in this lesson. And now, we shall start introduction. In introduction, they have given a small incident about Rajesh and Suresh, which has happened in their classroom. Okay. Yes, Rajesh and Suresh were new students joined in a school. So, there were two students named Rajesh and Suresh. They have joined in a school as newly. Okay. They were allotted section A in standard 8. So, 8th standard A section like you all. Okay. So, these two boys, Rajesh and Suresh, are in 8th standard A. The class teacher and other students of the class welcomed them. Whenever new student comes in the class teacher would welcome the new students, right? So, likewise, the class teacher welcomed those new students. Teacher said, you are going to have two new friends today. So, you all introduce yourself to others. Say your name and place from where you are coming. Okay. So, teacher told, you are going to have a new student and you all are going to introduce yourself and you have to tell your name and from which place you are coming. Okay. They started from the first bench. Rajesh and Suresh were sitting in the second bench. So, Rajesh and Suresh together, they were sitting in the second bench. Rajesh had a turn to introduce himself. So, when Rajesh's turn came, he said, I am Rajesh. As my mother has been transferred to the school, we migrated from Chennai to Krishnagiri. So, he told, my mother has been transferred from Chennai to Krishnagiri. So, we have migrated. Okay. So, here a new word came, migrated. Now, Suresh had a turn to introduce himself. He said, I am Suresh, coming from the village called Pudupatti. It is 5 kilometers away from the school. Madam, please tell me the meaning of migration, the word used by Rajesh. So, Suresh, he introduced himself and he asked Madam to tell the meaning of migration where Rajesh used when he introduced himself. Okay. The teacher said, yes, from this lesson, you are going to learn it, detail about it. So, now migration. Migration has been defined differently by different experts. So, many experts have defined the word migration in a different ways. Okay. In general, migration is defined as a permanent or semi-permanent change of residence of an individual or group of people over a significant distance. So, here what the migration is? Migration has been defined differently by different experts. So, in general what they are telling? Migration is defined as the permanent or semi-permanent change of resident. So, permanently they may change, resident means house where they are staying. Okay. Permanently they may change or semi-permanently, for temporarily they may change, okay, of an individual or group of people over a significant distance. Okay. So, the term migration refers to movement of people from one place to another. It's very simple. Movement of people from one place to another is called as what? Migration. Movement of people from one place to another is called as what? Migration. Got it? Yes. So, you can see a picture. Okay, a group of people, they are migrating from one place to another place through sea transportation. Got it? Okay. United Nations Organization definition. Migration is a form of geographical mobility of population between a geographical unit to another, generally involving a permanent change of residence. What United Nations organization tells about migration? They define it as migration is a form of geographical mobility. Geographical mobility is nothing but changing from one place to another place. At a different location they will be changing, right? Mobility of population between geographical unit to another, generally involving a permanent change of residence. Okay. One of the most important aspects of social science is human migration. So, human migration is very important here, right? It has maintained a close relation with mankind from its earliest stage. Migration is one of the most important dynamic human activities from the very beginning of human life. During the early days, people moved from one place to another in search of food. So, in early days, people moved from one place to another in search of food in order to find food for themselves. When most of the people ceased to live in forests and adopted civilized life, they developed relationship with domesticated animals and fertile land. So, when people started to civilize, they started to adopt civilized life, they started to develop relationship with domesticated animals. Okay, domesticated animals is nothing but what they are going to grow, domesticate in their home like dog, cat or goat, sheep, cows. Okay, so they started to domesticated animals, finding relationship with domesticated animals and fertile lands. Okay, as a result, mobility of mankind changed considerably. Okay, so the mobility of mankind, mobility is nothing but moving from one place to another place. Okay, it got to change considerably. Okay, they almost left the nomadic life and started to live in permanent settlements. So, nomadic life is nothing but, in early stages you would know that nomadic is nothing but being without any dress, that is called as what? Nomadic. Okay. At this stage, people continue to move from one region to another in search of fertile land for cultivation. Afterwards, the nature of mobility frequently changed over a period of time. So, next, coming to factors of migrations. We will see what are the factors of migration. Okay, there are a number of factors which are responsible for the migration of human population. So, what are the factors responsible for the migration of human population? That is what we are going to see now. These factors can be grouped under the heads of favorable and unfavorable factors. So, there are two kinds of factors named favorable and unfavorable factors. We will see what are they. First one, the favorable factors which attract people towards a location are called as pull factor. So, favorable factor is otherwise called as what factor? Pull factor. Okay, what it is? The favorable factor which attract people towards a location. When a people is attracted towards a particular location, that is called as what? Pull factor, or what factor? Favorable factor. Okay, next one. The unfavorable factors which make the people to move out from a location are called push factor. So, what is unfavorable factor? Which make the people to move out. Okay, if we are in Pondicherry, if he doesn't like staying here, so we will be pushed out of that of Pondicherry to a different place. Okay, we are pushed from the particular place to move to some other place. Okay, so that is called as unfavorable factor or push factor. Got it? Yes. So, here you could see the picture given in your book, page number 113, reasons for migration. So, here they have given pull factor, push factor. Okay, pull factor is otherwise called as what? Favorable factor. Favorable factor. Next, this one is unfavorable factor. Got it? So, pull factor is nothing but they will be attracted to some other place. Okay, favorable factors. The people will be attracted towards particular location, and that is called as what? Pull factor. Pull factor is otherwise called as favorable. Okay, so what they have given? Healthcare, peace, education, money, employment, city life, food. Okay, so all these are pulling the people from one place to another place. Okay, next, coming to push factor. because of some climatic conditions, climatic disasters, unprofitable farming, war, poverty. Because of all these things, the people will be pushed out from the particular place in order to search of a good or favorable place for them. Okay, so that is called as what? Push factor, or otherwise called as unfavorable factor. Now, the various causes which are responsible for human migration is categorized under 5 groups. We will see what are they. So, 5 groups are there, the various causes which are responsible for human beings. Migration is categorized under how many factors or how many groups? 5 groups. Yes, 5 groups. We will see what are they one by one. First one, ecological or natural causes of migration. So, what is the ecological or natural causes of migration?